The Kaman K-MAX is an American helicopter with intermeshing rotors by Kaman Aircraft. After being out of production for more than a decade, in June 2015 Kaman announced it was restarting production of the K-MAX due to it receiving 10 commercial orders. The K-MAX series is the latest in a long line of Kaman Synchropters, the most famous of which is the HH-43 Husky. The K-1200 K-MAX aerial truck is the world's first helicopter specifically designed, tested, and certified for repetitive external lift operations and vertical reference flight, an important feature for external load work. The K-MAX relies on two primary advantages of Synchropters over conventional helicopters: the increased efficiency compared to conventional rotor lift technology, and the Synchropter's natural tendency to hover. 38 K-1200 K-MAX helicopters had been built by 2015. As of January 2015, 11 of these were not airworthy or had been written off in accidents and 5 were in storage at Kaman, and in March 2015 the number of operational K-MAX was 21. Kaman had been developing the Unmanned K-MAX since 1998. An unmanned, mostly autonomously flying, optionally remote-controlled and optionally piloted vehicle version, the K-MAX unmanned multi-mission helicopter was developed for hazardous missions. In February 2014, Kaman revisited resuming K-MAX production, having recently received over 20 inquiries for firefighting, logging and industry transport requirements as well as requests for the military unmanned version. Kaman Test flew the first K-MAX from restarted production on May 12, 2017. Building on a 3-year autonomy experiment in Afghanistan with the U.S. Marine Corps, Kaman is developing the K-MAX Titan system, an optionally piloted variant for commercial customers to fly into dangerous zones like wildfires or natural disasters, and for long operation with no pilot rest, up to 100 H until mandatory inspections. A K-MAX has been used for demolition work by having a wrecking ball as a slung load. In December 2011, an unmanned K-MAX was reported to be at work in Afghanistan. On the 17th of December 2011, the U.S. Marine Corps conducted the first unmanned aerial system cargo delivery in a combat zone using the Unmanned K-MAX, moving about 3,500 pounds of food and supplies to troops at Combat Outpost Payne. A third Unmanned K-MAX in the U.S. was tested in 2012 to deliver cargo to a small homing beacon with 3-meter precision. As of February 2013, the K-MAX had delivered 2 million pounds of cargo in 600 unmanned missions over more than 700 flight hours. On July 31, 2012, Lockheed announced a second service extension for the K-MAX in Afghanistan for the Marines. Then on the 18th of March 2013 the Marine Corps extended its use of the Unmanned K-MAX helicopters indefinitely, keeping the two aircraft in use until otherwise directed. The Unmanned K-MAX has won awards from Popular Science and Aviation Week in Space Technology, and was nominated for the 2012 Collier Trophy. On June 5, 2013, one of the Unmanned K-MAX helicopters crashed in Afghanistan while resupplying Marines. Operational flights of the remaining Unmanned K-MAX were suspended following the crash, with the Navy saying it could resume flying by late August. At the 2013 Paris Air Show, Kaman promoted the Unmanned K-MAX to foreign buyers. The Marine Corps was looking into acquiring the Unmanned K-MAX as a program of record, and the United States Army was also looking into it to determine cost-effectiveness. The Unmanned K-MAX was successfully able to deliver 30,000 pounds of cargo in one day over the course of 6 missions, transported cargo per mission. The Unmanned K-MAX competed with the Boeing H-6U Little Bird for the Marine Corps Unmanned Lift (ISR) capability. In April 2014, Marines at Quantico announced they successfully landed an Unmanned K-MAX, as well as a Little Bird, autonomously using a handheld mini-tablet. The Office of Naval Research selected Aurora Flight Sciences and the unmanned Little Bird to complete development of the prototype AACUS system, but Lockheed continued to promote the K-MAX and develop autonomous cargo delivery systems. The aircraft were sent to Lockheed's Owego facility in New York, while the service contemplated the possibility of turning the Unmanned K-MAX from a proof-of-concept project into a program of record. Officials assessed the K-MAX helicopter that crashed and planned to repair it in 2015. The two unmanned K-MAXes, designated CQ-24A, were to be moved to a Marine Corps base in Arizona by the end of September 2015, to develop tactics and operations concepts to inform an official program of record for a cargo UAV. Lockheed Martin demonstrated a firefighting version in November 2014, and again in October 2015, when it delivered over 24,000 pounds water in 1 hour.